Hello and welcome to another edition of Stock Watch. So in the last few trading sessions we've seen certain indices like the Dow push to record levels, and also certain stocks have followed suit like Tesla that has gone on to record highs as well. And if you think about it, it's come a long way since the detrimental downturn in March and April from the first round of the pandemic, and it now has a $500 billion market valuation, which is quite astonishing if you think about it. In a few short months, what a lot of stocks have done in the economic upturn after the first lockdown, and even as we go through the second wave of the virus, a lot of stocks are being buoyed now. So we've seen in the last few Stock Watch videos that certain stocks have been very positive due to the Pfizer, AstraZeneca, Moderna vaccination progress in their phase 3 trials. But Goldman Sachs has also come out to say on Tuesday, this was yesterday, that they are opening a hub in Paris and actually snubbing their London one because of the Brexit turmoil that could ensue in next month's deadline if it doesn't take effect. So the European Union and Britain are supposed to come into a divorce, and this is going to happen, as I said, on the 31st of December. So we're going to see how tricky that's going to be. Are we going to see a few more companies snubbing the UK to go into other European countries, which could actually boost the EU more than the UK now? So, London has been Europe's shared trading centre for a long time, and the EU is yet to say if it will allow full border crossing share trading to continue after the transition, which is at the end of the year. So a spokesperson for Goldman Sachs said they wanted their customers to have a smooth flow of business transactions and have access to all their key liquidity sources post-Brexit. So as Britain draws close to its exit from the European Union, this is another downturn for London. It could diminish the quality of businesses opening up and starting new businesses in London by itself. So, setting up a stock hub in Paris is another blow to the city and a kind reminder to England and the UK in general what they could be missing out on as we go into the into 2021, where things will be a lot different. So will Europe chip away at London's dominance? We'll have to wait and see. Adding to the buoyancy of the recent mood in the markets, Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan themselves had a few sessions to remember as they were lifted 3.8 and 4.6% respectively. So, based on the buoyant news that we've seen from the vaccination progress, a lot of the stocks have gone upwards based on the fact that they are buoyed, and it is positive news rather than negative news. And if we do get some trials going that have been successful, then it could only add to the sentiment as well. And JP Morgan shares were on the up despite their recent headlines that they will pay $250 million of civil money penalty as part of a resolution regarding past deficiencies in internal controls and in internal audit. So you've had the fiduciary services commission come in to investigate what's been going on, and this is the fine that they're going to have to pay going into the new year. So that will be having to pay shortly. I just want to look on Goldman Sachs at the moment. So the last time we looked on Goldman Sachs was a few weeks ago, and we saw an descending channel that I noted that it was falling into, and this would have kept on going if we didn't have the positive news on the AstraZeneca and Pfizer side. So if I just zoom in to the areas of interest now. So what I'm looking at the moment is, it's far away from the descending channel. We're seeing quite a push away from the Ichimoku cloud, which is quite significant as well. But if I just go back and see, what I'll be looking at the moment is these kind of levels here that we've seen. This is the yearly top, and this is the other spikes that we've had, the peaks, and this was just before the economic downturn. So we've had a bit, if we put that in this area, having a little bit of a double top at the moment. And what I'm going to be looking at, if I just zoom in a bit more, is if we can break past this barrier of $238 to go into the mid $240 range, then I'll be looking to probably put a buy position in, and possibly, depending on how confident I am, to put in a take profit either here or up to here at the yearly high. It can easily reach that. However, we see that momentum is kind of waning at the moment. So this could be a bit of a bearish divergence coming down here. Lower lows and higher highs here can only mean one thing. momentum could exhaust and we could actually see the price coming down. So we've hit a peak at the moment, and I'll be looking to see if we can keep it going and possibly get up to $245, but it'll be a bit of a stretch if it finds a bit more resistance. So if it finds more resistance with the momentum indicator giving me a little bit of direction, I'll be probably looking to open a sell if it starts waning, and probably just to go down to here and maybe cover the gap that we've seen here recently, which is roughly about $230. So let's just take a quick look now on JP Morgan as well. So quite a similar chart here, except that the momentum has really started to wane. So we could see this as a top at the moment that we've seen in the last trading session. So 123, 124. Let's just zoom out to see the previous levels as well. As I said in my other stock watch videos, I'm not really going to put Fibonacci levels on here at the moment because it's all mainly headline and fundamentally based, which is why we're getting more of a movement. So as I said, we're having a bit more of a divergence here on JP Morgan Chase. They have this fine to pay as well, which could be quite detrimental to the company. So we'll see how it goes in the next few trading sessions, how sentiment might shift, but I don't see much more of an up buy in the stock in the next few trading sessions. So again, I'll be looking to see if we're going to get past this level. If not, then we're going to probably go down and cover the gap here at $118 and then see if there's going to be more room for a reversal. So things to look out for the next few trading sessions. That's all from the Stock Watch today. Thank you very much for joining me, and if you have any comments or questions, please feel free to add them to the video and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Have a great trading day ahead, and bye for now.